I'm marrying my longtime boyfriend because I'm pregnant. At the wedding, the officiant asks if I'm willing to marry Aiden Miller. I'm just about to say yes, when a childlike voice appears out of nowhere. Mom, don't say yes. Aiden isn't my dad. The baby in your sister Camila Buckley's belly is his. My brain completely crashes at those words. Everyone is waiting for my answer, but I freeze. The baby I'm carrying isn't Aiden's? Then whose is it? The next second, the little voice speaks again. Silly mom, that jerk has been cheating for a long time. If you marry him, he'll lock you in a basement. Go ask my real dad for help. He's the hottest and richest man sitting down there. I'm shaken. I can't help but glance at Ian Britt, the aesthetic rich heir sitting below the stage. Today is supposed to be my wedding with Aiden, yet people keep drifting toward him with their eyes. His looks and presence stand out too much. I glance at him, and unexpectedly meet his cold gaze. I quickly look away, my heart pounding. Baby, do you even know who he is? He's the one and only CEO of Britcorp. He's never had any woman. How could you be his kid? Even if Aiden is poor, you can't just make things up and deny your dad. Baby, be realistic. It's too late to switch fathers at the wedding. Try again in your next life. I comfort the baby. I assume he doesn't accept Aiden as his father, because the latter is broke. But the little voice screams. Did you forget? That night you woke up in a hotel? Aiden and Camila tricked you there and tried to offer you to a client, but you walked into the wrong room. The man beside you that night was Ian? I'm stunned. That man was Ian? I thought it was Aiden. Memories rush back. Late at night, red marks traced a bareback as two bodies tangled. Aiden is still looking at me gently. But what fills my mind now is Ian's sweat and stifled gasps from that night. He pinned my hands above my head as he demanded more. The untouchable, aesthetic rich heir turns out to be anything but restrained in private. Noticing I don't respond, the officiant repeats, Miss Elaine Buckley, do you take Mr. Aiden Miller to be your lawfully wedded husband? Aiden squeezes my hand, concern flickering in his eyes. What's wrong, Elaine? Are you still not ready? He rubs my palm gently to reassure me. Don't be afraid. Once you marry me, I'll give you everything I have to love you. Don't believe him. He bought a villa right next to your marital home to raise his kid with Camila. I jolt and shout, no, I do not. The moment I say that, gasps ripple through the room. The Miller family is well known in Drago. No one expects me to reject Aiden in public, especially since I went all out pursuing him back then, acting like a total simp without any shame. Everyone says the Buckley family's eldest daughter is promiscuous. Now that I'm finally settling down, I'm throwing away a perfect marriage handed to me. Aiden's expression darkens. He clearly didn't expect this. Elaine, stop messing around. This is our wedding. If you're upset with me, we can talk after it's over. If you wait, it'll be too late. My real dad is about to go overseas to chase his first love. Mom, time's running out. Dump this jerk and go get my rich, handsome dad back. I'm not getting married. I reply firmly. My son wouldn't lie to me. If he says Aiden is a jerk, then this wedding cannot happen. Camila steps onto the stage with her pregnant belly and stands beside Aiden. Elaine, what are you throwing a fit about now? Aiden already agreed to marry you. When she comes closer, I notice the diamond ring on her hand. It's exactly the same style as my wedding ring. Mine looks like cheap plastic in comparison. In that instant, everything clicked. The baby in my belly is part of a scheme she and Aiden have been planning all along. She's just an adopted daughter with no right to marry into the Miller family. I'm nothing more than a tool to make the union happen for her. Dad stands up and reprimands me. Elaine, have you not embarrassed us enough? This marriage isn't something you can just call off. You begged and screamed to marry Aiden before, and now you back out in front of everyone? Marriage isn't a game. Can't you act half as sensible as Camila? No matter what, you will marry Aiden today. The wedding has turned into a farce. Guests whisper among themselves, eager for the spectacle. Mr. Buckley's real daughter is truly hopeless. She used to pursue Mr. Miller recklessly. Now that she has him, she wants to back out? Everyone's waiting to see her get kicked out. The adopted daughter is much more sensible and clever. She married a rich guy and is living comfortably. Mr. Buckley is so unlucky to have such a worthless biological daughter. The whispers reach my ears, and I realize just how bad my reputation in Drago has become. But I used to be the sensible and clever heiress of the Buckley family. Ever since Camila came into the house, my standing has been sinking, and even Mom, Dad, and Aiden have started treating me differently. Aiden grabs my hand. Ignoring my words, he announces to everyone, Elaine's just a little upset. Please bear with her. She's agreed to marry me, and I'm happy to make her my wife. I catch Camila clenching her fists. I take a deep breath, shake off Aiden's hand, and say firmly, I'm not marrying you. I know everything about you and Camila. The baby in her belly, he is yours, isn't it? The words hit like thunder, detonating through the banquet hall. Way to go, Mom. Time to expose those two hypocrites. Camila has been spreading dirt about you. Your ruined reputation is all thanks to her. The baby in my belly screams with glee, stirring up chaos like it's his mission. The soft clack of Ian's prayer beads fills the hall, each sound sharp and chilling. It's a warning that his anger is building. Aiden presses my head down, forcing me to kneel on the floor, while apologizing. I'm sorry, Mr. Britt. She's not in her right mind. Please forgive her this once. Go on. Apologize to Mr. Britt. Hurry up. Noticing that Aiden doesn't care at all. When I say the child isn't his, I realize he knows perfectly well that the baby in my belly isn't his. He just wants to control me, so he can openly have an affair with Camila later. Mom, don't worry. Once there's proof that I'm dad's, he won't ignore us. With the Britt family backing us, anyone who's bullied you will pay for it. Proof? I laugh bitterly. I don't have any proof. I barely know Ian. Mom lunges forward and slaps me hard across the face twice. She yells, "Apologize to Mr. Britt now. Are you trying to ruin our family?" Ian looks down at me. I feel small, like a helpless insect. That night of passion seems like a fading illusion. Suddenly, a thought strikes me. I raise my head and say calmly, "Mr. Britt, I saw your red-colored birthmark." Everyone looks at me with mockery and amusement. No one respects my choice. For the first time, I snap awake, as if doused with cold water. I realize how bad my situation is. Camila and Aiden have been using me as a pawn for their own gain. Once the ceremony is over, Aiden will find an excuse. He'll lock you in the basement. The black cars are all waiting at the doors. The moment you step out, you'll be taken away. Mom, go to my real dad for help. Right, Ian. I look toward Ian, but he's already standing and walking out with his assistant. Oh no! Dad's about to fly off chasing his lost love. Ian's my last lifeline. Desperate, I bite down hard on Aiden's hand. He yelps in pain and releases me. I spin around and dash toward Ian. A bodyguard rushes to stop me, but I crash into the nearest table, sending the stack of wine glasses flying. My long dress whips through the chaotic crowd. Guests scream as chaos erupts, but I don't care. I hitch up my wedding dress and head straight for Ian. His assistant hasn't even reacted yet. Ian turns at the sound, and I crash straight into his arms. Take me with you, please. Ian's face is hard to make out in the backlight. The next second, he shoves me hard. He brushes off his suit, as if he had touched something filthy, and looks at me with disgust. Get lost. Don't you know I don't touch women? Such an actor. Don't believe him. He's just putting on an act. When he falls for you, he'll be all clingy like a puppy. Ian turns to leave again, but I grab onto his pant leg, refusing to let him go. Footsteps thunder behind me. Aiden and the bodyguards rush forward and clamp onto me. Mom and Dad watch. Ian's dark expression in fear. I'm sorry, Mr. Britt. My daughter is not in her right mind. Please forgive her. We'll pay you a personal visit to apologize soon. Aiden chimes in, looking humble. Mr. Britt, I failed to keep an eye on my girlfriend. I'll teach her a lesson when we get back. Please forgive us. Meanwhile, Camila stares at Ian in a daze. This is the man nearly every woman in Drago is obsessed with. Ian doesn't answer. He just looks down at my hand, gripping his pant leg. Camila glances at me too. She lifts her heel and stomps hard on the back of my hand. Elaine, how dare you offend Mr. Britt? Let go! I scream in pain. Ian seizes the moment to pull his leg free and strides away coldly. His broad back is about to disappear from view. Panicked, I shout after him, Ian, the baby in my belly is yours. Ian suddenly stops. The air goes eerily still. All the guests in the banquet hall turn to look at me, not with mockery this time, but like I've lost my mind. Camila didn't expect me to drag Ian into this. She grins and leans close to whisper, Elaine, even if you wanted to aim high, you picked the wrong target. Ian's not someone you can just latch onto. She's right. Everyone knows Ian avoids women and hates contact with them. The prayer beads around his wrist are proof of his vow to cut off attachments. The last woman who approached him with ill intentions ended up with her hands and feet broken. Is she looking to die? I thought she was just being shameless, but it turns out she's crazy. Anyone who messes with Mr. Britt doesn't end well. Everyone holds their breath, waiting for Ian to snap. And sure enough, when he turns around, his lips are pressed tight, and his expression is icy. His cold eyes stare at me as if I'm dead. He rolls the beads between his fingers, murmuring, Huh. My baby? Miss Buckley, you've got some guts. No one in all of Draco has had the nerve to come to me with a pregnant belly, claiming I'm the father. I've heard your reputation. Have you sunk so low as to name another man the father of your baby at your wedding? The soft clack of Ian's prayer beads fills the hall, each sound sharp and chilling. It's a warning that his anger is building. Aiden presses my head down, forcing me to kneel on the floor, while apologizing. I'm sorry, Mr. Britt. She's not in her right mind. Please forgive her this once. Go on, apologize to Mr. Britt. Hurry up. Noticing that Aiden doesn't care at all. When I say the child isn't his, I realize he knows perfectly well that the baby in my belly isn't his. He just wants to control me, so he can openly have an affair with Camila later. Mom, don't worry. Once there's proof that I'm dad's, he won't ignore us. With the Britt family backing us, anyone who's bullied you will pay for it. Proof? I laugh bitterly. I don't have any proof. I barely know Ian. Mom lunges forward and slaps me hard across the face twice. She yells, Apologize to Mr. Britt now. Are you trying to ruin our family? Ian looks down at me. I feel small, like a helpless insect. That night of passion seems like a fading illusion. Suddenly, a thought strikes me. I raise my head and say calmly, "Mr. Britt, I saw your red-colored birthmark." After I say that, Ian freezes for a fraction of a second. His expression remains calm, but his eyes reveal his shock. His red-colored birthmark is far below his waist. It's extremely private. Only someone very close to him knows about it. The other guests exchange confused glances, clearly not understanding what I mean. Camila, quick on her feet, interrupt. "Elaine, everyone has birthmarks. How can you use something so meaningless as proof that Mr. Britt is the father?" Countless women have tried similar tricks over the years. If you really want to prove the baby's his, why not just do a DNA test? Camila smirks, completely unconvinced that I could have anything with Ian. After all, a low-profile Buckley daughter like me could never be linked to one of the most powerful men in Drago. It took Aiden a lot of effort, connections, and money just to get Ian to show up at this wedding. The crowd starts echoing, "Yeah, do a DNA test and give this woman a slap in the face. Who does she think she is? Trying to attach herself to Mr. Britt and openly claiming at her wedding that her baby is his? How shameless. Wasn't she so bold? Let's run the test. Expose her ugly lies, and make it impossible for her to stay in Drago." Ian's gaze darkens, and then he nods once, giving me a chance. "Fine. Let's do the DNA test. I'll make sure you die knowing the truth." "Mom, you're amazing. I finally get to see Dad getting slapped in the face." "Ha ha ha, don't worry, Mom. I'll teach you how to handle him. Once he falls for you, you'll have a loyal, clingy puppy." Soon, the chaos from the wedding spreads like wildfire. Ian's father, Stephen Britt, gets the news and rushes to the scene. Seeing me having blood drawn by a private doctor, he can't hide the joy in his face. "This is great. I actually get to hold my grandchild before I die." Ian smirks coldly. "Let's see how she walks out of here once the truth comes out." I close my eyes, letting the blood flow. Mom and Dad hover nearby. Terrified, I'll drag the Buckley family down. Aiden's face looks as black as night. His fiancée is having a DNA test for another man's child at his wedding. Even if the man is Ian, it's a humiliation he can't swallow. "Mom, luckily you didn't marry Aiden. He's scheming how to make your life miserable after this wedding." Oh God, the blood draw is painful, but I'll put up with it. For Mom's happiness, I'm battered and weak from the blood draw. The baby's comfort is the only thing keeping me going while I wait for the result. The guests stare at me with judgmental gazes, all expecting Ian to tear me apart. No one believes that Ian, who stays away from women, could have a child. I know too that if the baby isn't his, I'm in for a total disaster. Finally, hurried footsteps echo from outside. Ian's assistant rushes in, holding a report. He whispers urgently into Ian's ear. Ian's usual cold expression gives way to sheer shock. Meanwhile, Stephen taps his cane impatiently on the floor. "Don't just whisper into his ears. Is this my grandchild or not? Tell me." Camila covers her mouth, smirking. "It's obvious. No way that baby is a Brit." Elaine's lying. The assistant wipes the sweat from his brow and announces loudly, "The baby in Miss Buckley's womb shares a 99.99% genetic match with Mr. Britt."